We have 3 water systems in Ghana. The Volta Basin, the Southwestern, and the Coastal Basins. The Southwestern Basin is the most impacted. This is where we have the Ankobra, the Pra, the Tano, and the Bear. What you are looking at is a polluted river along the Southwestern Basins. And this is what we inherited. Shamfan machines are taking over all these rivers that basically provide life. Exactly what steps are we going to take to turn these brown rivers into blue? So, Excellency, what we saw there, I wish it's just brown, that's it. But it's worse than that. The turbidity levels of water in Ghana that we drink must be between 0 to 500. We came and the numbers are that the turbidity levels were between 5,000 and 12,000 NTUs, making it impossible to treat these water bodies. Major treatment plants are being shut down because it was just simply impossible to treat this water. And what is worse was that there were traces of metals in some of these water and their health implications, their impact on agriculture, on our cocoa farms. Not be counted. These are pictorial views of some of the challenges, giving birth to babies with deformities because of the challenges we face, our cocoa farms and the impact we are having and the risk that poses. And yet law enforcement was also weak. These are the things we heard. In fact, if you look at the statistics there, this was a 2-year statistics. 845 arrests for anti-illegal mining galamsey, 35 prosecutions. That's 4%. And so there was a lot that needed to be done if we were going to turn the tide in this fight. These are the root causes of galamsey. People are simply not even aware of what the dangers they are putting everybody in. Weak enforcement of mining regulations, and it's a fact. Part of the problem was also the institutions of state that were responsible for making sure these regulations are in place. Issues of unemployment and other corruption, they were all part of the problem, and it compounded the issue of galamsey. And so our task was very clear. How do we change the story? That is how we began. We decided to take bold 5-pronged approach to tackling this fight against illegal mining. And these are the 5 pillars that we've taken: stakeholder engagement, regulatory reform, strengthening law enforcement, reclamation programs, and providing alternatives. We began with the stakeholder engagement, and the basic notion of this pillar is that we believe that this fight, in the final analysis, is about the heart and mind of every Ghanaian. How do we all sit and understand that we are killing ourselves if we destroy our forests and destroy our water bodies? And we visited in the last 1 year all stakeholders, Parliament. I'm happy that you joined us in some of this engagement as well. I want to thank you so much. And the message was very clear. We are all in this together. We must rise up with our voices and our actions to stop this scourge of illegal mining that is killing us, and turn our forests green and turn our waters blue. We continue with stakeholder engagement. This is a picture with parliamentary groups and different stakeholders: civil society, chamber of mines, academia, clergy. We've made all in the spirit of the message that we've given. And I think that message is getting down well. We actively, and this is, and then we also embark on what we call the regulatory reform. I have never shied away with the institutions that are responsible. I told the EPA, I told the Minerals Commission, they are part of the problem. And so we began to basically look at even the licenses, how licenses are issued. I'm happy that we've been able to look at a review of our licenses. As we speak, small-scale licenses over 255 or so has been revoked. We continue to review the processes, and those who have not followed the right channels, we give them the opportunity to correct the processes and make sure that the Minerals Commission has the capacity and the systems to be the regulator, the policeman in the sector. We recently just finished another review of large-scale mining companies, and we continue to revoke those we think are wrong. And we have also done something with the policies. As we speak, we have finished with the policy review in the mining policy review, which was being in place since 2014. I'm happy to say that that policy review regulation is coming to cabinet. We have also finished a complete overhaul of the Mining Act, Act 703. And there are key provisions that are going to change the paradigm shift on how we mine. For example, we have introduced what we call district mining committees, because we believe that before people in Accra at the Minerals Commission and EPA give licenses, that authority must start from the district, from the traditional authorities, from the local places where the mining is going to take place. So the district mining committees will make recommendations, and also people who want to mine will not go to the place first time they get a license in Accra. That's the first time they are visiting Elembele. No, you have to be there, meet the stakeholders, get the recommendation, tell us that where you are coming to mine is not close to water body or forest reserve. And when that recommendation comes to the Minerals Commission, that's when the licenses can be issued. We are changing that completely. We have also introduced new programs on large scale. There's only small scale and large scale. We are now going to introduce what we call the medium scale licensing, to basically broaden the scope and give people the capacity to do the right things. We have completely revoked LI 2462. And that's a message that this government is sending to the people of Ghana, that we mean everything we've said. There will be no mining in forest reserves. There will be no mining in water bodies. And that we are all going to fight to keep our waters blue and our forests green.